What's good, y'all? So today I'm finna be telling y'all how I feel about new / some are old projects that I've just listened to for the first time and what I rate them out of 10. What's the best song? What's the worst song? Who's the best feature? Who's the worst feature? And I've done this before, so y'all shouldn't be new to this. So y'all enjoy. Get your popcorn. I never said that before. Y'all know what it is. Alright, see y'all. The first album I'm finna be talking about is In Dimes We Trust by Mike Dimes, of course. This was a solid project, I'm not finna lie to y'all. After the first 5, 6, 7 songs on the album, it got a little repetitive. His sounds he's pretty similar every single song, but he's still fire, so I didn't mind it that much. The best song was Backrooms. It's popular for a reason. Worst song was Same Gang. I do not like that song at all, to be completely honest with y'all. So the worst feature is Zay, or whatever his name is, on that song. Didn't like him, didn't like Mike Dimes on that song either. And the best feature is Duke Deuce. I think that's his name, but he was fire. And I've heard him on a Denzel project before, I think. He's always fire. So I'ma give In Dimes We Trust I'm gonna give it a strong 7, light 8. It was good, it just got a little repetitive at the end, and it's not that long of a project, so now I'm gonna give it a light 7 because it was pretty repetitive for not being a big project. The next album I'm gonna talk about was very disappointing to me and my sister when we first listened to it. It is a new project, Strictly for the Scythe by Denzel Curry and Denzel and Friends, basically. I was very disappointed by this song, or this album, or mixtape, whatever you want to call it, project. It was not what I wanted it to be completely honest with you. I think the production was amazing, but there was not nearly enough Denzel, and I get it was not a Denzel Curry project, but there wasn't enough Denzel for me on that album, and I don't think many of the features did what they needed to do. So I think the worst song, worst, is Mutt That Bitch, or whatever it's called. And following that, worst features 1900 Rugrat. I hate 1900 Rugrat. No hate towards him, just don't like him. It's no hate towards him, just not my guy. Then the best song on that album is Phony. I love that song. I love Phony so much. Juicy J's best feature. I think Juicy J is the best verse on this album entirely. So sadly, I think this is probably, if we put it with Denzel Curry projects, probably one of the lower ones. So I'm gonna give it a light 5 strong, or not light 5 strong, 6 strong 5 light 6. It was just kind of mid, to be completely honest with you. I just didn't like many of the other people's verses on that album. The next album that I'm going to talk about is a certified classic, probably one of the greatest albums of all time. I've 100% heard majority of these songs before, but I'm trying to do a deep dive into Michael Jackson's catalog. So I listened to Thriller, probably one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. Blessed my ears listening to it. I knew almost every single song, but maybe 2 songs, but it was amazing. There's no worst song on this album, and the best song is it's a tie between The Girl Is Mine and PYT, because I love PYT. I've always loved PYT, but that song slaps. The Girl Is Mine is so good. That's one of my mom loves that song. It's so fire. Obviously, Paul McCartney, best feature. He's the only feature. Worst feature goes to Nobody. There's nothing bad on this album. This album is a perfect 10. This album is just a strong 10 to a light 11 out of 11. The next album we are talking about, also probably an almost perfect album. We are talking about The Fall Off by J. Cole. Such a good album. the amount of songs on it, and there's only like one bad one to me, to be completely honest with y'all. It's not even bad, I just don't like it. So I'm gonna start with worst song is Only You featuring Burna Boy. I don't like Burna Boy. No hate on him. Just don't like Burna Boy. Same thing with 1900 Rugrat. I just don't like Burna Boy. But other than that, there's no bad songs on this album. Best song was tie between Quick Trip. I love how emotional he gets on that song. The Fall Off is Inevitable. That song's perfect. And then 39 Intro is probably my favorite song on the entire album. And then best feature. The features didn't necessarily stand out on this album, to be completely honest with you. So I'm gonna go with Future / Thames on I don't remember what the song's called, but I'm gonna go with Future and Thames. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. The album's a 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect. It's just a 9 out of 10. So it's barely bloated. It is just barely bloated. It is a little long. It's an hour and 41 minutes. That is my preferred time for a movie. It is a little bloated, but it's still a perfect album. The next album I'm going to talk about is probably the worst album we are going to talk about today. It is What Happened to the Streets by 21 Savage. This one is a little older. It's still new, but it came out last year, so it's by now. I did not like this album at all. I low-key don't think I finished it the very first time I listened to it. I had to come back and finish it. Horrible. It's just untapped potential. 21 Savage can be so good. He can be like this, but he's choosing to be down here. And it's just not working for him. I really don't think it is. I don't think anybody else is. I don't think this album was received very well. Best song on the album, Argue with the Wall, Mr. Recoup. That beat is intoxicating. I don't know why I like that beat so much. Best features Drake. Something about him on that song makes me listen to it a lot. I honestly don't even think that song's that good. I just listen to that song a lot because it's like stays in my brain. Worst songs, dog shit. Worst features, Glorilla, bro. Don't even gotta. I don't need to talk about it. The name of the song talks for itself. Dog shit is dog shit. So is this album. It's a light 3 out of 10. Maybe a strong 2 if you want a strong. You can get a strong 2. This album was fucking horrible. And the last album we're going to talk about today on this video is Dog Boy by Zillakami. This might be one of my favorite albums I'm talking about today. Not the best album, but it is probably one of my favorites. I come back to this album so much. I love Zillakami so much. His voice can be a tad bit repetitive, but when his voice is that distinct, it's like Pop Smoke. Except Pop Smoke, that's not a good example. Pop Smoke was really versatile with his music. But the best song on this album is Hard. I'm looking at the track list right now. It's Hard, but I'm going to give it to Space Cowboy because I love that song. That's my most listened to song on this album. So Space Cowboy's best. Best feature, there are only 2 features, and I will give a worst. I don't think either of them are bad, but I will give the best feature to Badass, or On Badass, Lil Uzi Vert On Badass. It's like a 10 out of 10 feature, and then Denzel Curry on Bleach is like a 9. Just slightly worse, but Denzel has to get worse just because he's the only other feature on the album. But overall, strong 8 out of 10 to a light 9. Love this album so much, and I come back to it a lot. Alright, y'all, that's all the albums today. I'm done for now. I will probably make another one of these in like 2 weeks when I listen to more albums. I've actually left off a couple just so I can keep them for next time I want to make a video like this. But nah, that's it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Love y'all. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Scotty loves y'all. Toodles.